quarter of U.S. workers report using math any more complicated than basic fractions and percentages during the course of their jobs. The graphs here are based on survey data compiled by Northeastern University sociologist Michael Handel. Handel surveyed 2,300 workers from 2004 through 2006 and then again in 2007 through 2009. The catch-all category of any more advanced math includes algebra through calculus. And as you can see, most workers aren't doing a whole lot of high-level computations. This excerpt is from an article showing the amount and type of math used by American workers from 2004 to 2006, then 2007 to 2009. While this survey is dated, I believe it still serves true. As you can see here, a small portion of those surveyed do actually use math of algebra and beyond. So why would we waste our taxpayers' dollars in the students' lives to teach something that in many cases won't be used? What I'm getting at is the requirements for graduation should be tailored to a student's career path. I personally have and still am being affected by mandatory classes, the main one being pre-calculus. I, as well as many of my friends, impacted by required course complications. Today I will be discussing the inequality in the school system, looking into why it is and why it needs to be changed, along with some personal experiences and statistical surveys to show valid argument. I want to spread the awareness and hopefully convince some of you to take action on these injustices. As said before, I have personally been affected through this troubling debacle that is required classes, and many of my friends have experienced this problem too. For example, my friend Elena, she wants to become a beautician with makeup and hair. She was in honors for the first 2 years of high school till the class of chemistry came upon her. She failed this class and lost her opportunity for an honors diploma because retaking the class online apparently didn't fill the honors chemistry class requirement. First of all, a person looking to go into cosmetic industry does not need to learn chemical bonds on how they're made and how to balance them. It's just unnecessary. Secondly, a person shouldn't be denied the accomplishment of an honors diploma just for failing a class that wouldn't benefit them in any way, especially after 2 years' work prior toward that goal. Why would anyone destroy a girl's academic confidence like that? No one should have to deal with that feeling of self-doubt. Now, I asked my mother, who graduated in 1991, how high school requirements were when she was in school. She explained that they were more lenient on the science end and that she never took chemistry at all. The educational system has changed a lot from the 90s to now, but I think there's still much room for change to come. Lastly, there's me. While I do like this class and its ability to channel important personal topics, it was never my plan to take it in high school. I became terribly ill from July through December from something still undiagnosed. I had to go on medical leave and have classes at home. Many times I was unable to function as a normal human being and led to withdrawal and failure of classes that were required. In an honors diploma track, you are required to do 4 honors electives, and the only 2 in my school that weren't online were AP Chemistry and Psychology. Prior to being drastically ill, I had scheduled 2 classes for the first semester and 2 for the next, but now I'm being forced to take all 4 along with my normal classes. This is taking a toll on my mental state, as 4 online college classes at once for a student new to online college classes is extremely stressing and hard to manage when I am doing certain work and not knowing when it's due. Even one of my teachers agreed that it is crazy what they're doing to you. Next, we look at the range of classes required to even see if they're preparing students for college and how it's wasteful financially to the school and the students' time. First, let us look at the McGraw-Hill Education Future Workforce Survey. It states that college preparedness. A minority of students feel prepared for the time management and financial obligations associated with college, 39% and 41% respectively. Only a slim majority feel prepared for social life, 51%, course load, 53%, and faculty interactions, 53%. You may be thinking, hey, 50% is a pretty good amount of people. But say you have a school of 3,000. That would be 1,500 people going into college feeling unprepared and being scared going into college not knowing exactly what they're doing. We don't want 50% of students not knowing what they're doing and going into the future, because these students will be our future doctors, lawyers, and teachers, and we'd hope for them to know what they're doing. Now, why would we waste time and money that could be used the student's educational range and school environment. If my high school had utilized the tailored career educational path, it would do wonders because honestly, I don't know how they pass any health safety regulations because wow is there mold and pipe leaks everywhere. The money could fund online classes, field trips, and hands-on careers just for overall better school experience. Most importantly, how some mandatory classes are related and wasted the time that is unfair when a student could be doing something efficient like making them college and career ready. No one should have to waste any minute of time doing something unrelated to their future, for time is precious and we never know when things can fall upon us. Now that I've made you aware of the inequity in our school systems, it's time to make a plan and take a stand. Firstly, remove mandatory classes that aren't a necessity of English, basic math, and basic history. I feel Algebra 1 is the limit to a necessary use of mathematical skills unless you plan to have a math or science career because it fulfills that very old questions that could be used in day-to-day life. Now that the mandatory classes are aside, students can configure their own educational pathway if they are certain for know what they want to do. For those who don't know the track they want to take, we can just put them on what we're doing now. Those who do know their path can then tailor their education, whether it be classes in person, classes online, that are suited to their chosen career path. You may be thinking, well, what if a person changes their career path? Well then, for the remaining time in high school, they redo a perfect path. And if it's last minute as a senior, then while it costs you, you can test the waters in one of the many colleges classes that are offered. Some people will be thinking, well, what about the teachers of those mandatory classes? What will they do? Well, they can be used now for actually useful courses such as taxes, insurance, bills, banking, money management, and other real-life experiences everyone has to have. With this plan, everyone would seem to be fulfilled. The teachers still get paid, the students are learning about things useful to them, and the extra money from the lack of individual classes they can use to buy tech to upgrade student experience. To conclude, the school system still has a major flaw, whether it be forced classes or lack of classes for your career choice. I, as well as many, know this struggle, and I hope to convince you to push and let others know this unjustness in the schools. For the student now, those who come, we want a better formatted, efficient education for our benefit. Now get out there and let your neighbors and friends know.